just was too crazy. So I was supposed to say welcome aboard was the opening. But surprise, that was the other thing I wanted to say. You know, we wanted to do something special tonight because we couldn't possibly come up with the words to try to convey how thankful we are for what everybody has done for us. So Sturge Weber is certainly not a journey that our family would have ever chosen. But it shows us, and we're doing the best we can to help raise awareness and to help raise awareness and funding to help change the lives of other families living with Sturge Weber. Some of the things that have been most challenging for us, there are many, and when times are most challenging for me, I try to just sort of step back and think of the silver linings of this journey, and there are a few, so I'd like to share a couple with you. So probably one of the first, and these are all of last year, probably one of the first silver linings that put a smile on my face was when Ellen LaMarche, where she is, sent me a text with a picture of Madeline, who was wearing her Sturge Weber shirt to school. It was Health Day at school, and Ryan came to her mind, and she wore his shirt to school. Then another time, one of Ava's adorable little friends at school, Emily Geller, who was doing a fundraiser for her black belt, so she had to give it back. So she was raising money, and she wrote us the sweetest little letter ever. Is there ever a cuter letter than from a 10-year-old anyways? That really got into explaining what she was doing in terms of, what she needed to do to get her black belt and how our family came to mind. And she gave me $100 in cash in an envelope for our team this year.
That was amazing.
It was amazing. And then there was another little moment when Ellen had texted me again with Madeline, because Madeline thought of Ryan when she read a quote at school one day about when a person can smile in the face of adversity or challenges, and Ryan came to her mind. And I know all of you here today have taken the time and have talked a lot with your kids about why we're here and what we're doing. And not only is it raising awareness about Sturge Weber, but it's raising awareness about how we're all unique in and of itself. And so for that alone, it's a valuable lesson, and we can't thank you enough for being a part of our journey. We're so blessed. I've been crying for months, as everyone knows. If I can hold it together, it'll be a miracle. But I am fortunate. We are fortunate to have so many silver linings, and every now and then we're thankful for Sturge Weber. We toasted Sturge Weber here in Chicago last month because to us, we met so many amazing families there that we never expected. We didn't want to go. We never expected it to be such a positive experience for us, and it was amazing. So we toasted Sturge Weber one night, and we were happy that we were there. And one of the other great things about having Sturge Weber is that I get to do business with a bunch of folks in Missouri who have become an extended family to us. And whatever the reason, they have adopted our charity, and they have become an extended family to us and have come to Falmouth for 3 years now, have raised an incredible amount of money. And they're one of the most philanthropic organizations that I have ever met. They do so much in terms of giving back. Not only is their main business line giving back, but then they do all these other activities and charitable events, and they chose Sturge Weber. They chose to be a part of our team for 3 years now. They send a whole bunch of folks here to come run with us. They raise so much money. They do so many events at their office in Columbia and Atlanta, and just a show of our appreciation is just something real small. I don't know, Will or Monica, who wants to come up here? Woo! So this, you do the big one first. So these are for your office. So this is for your office. Open it, yeah.
Rip.
Oh my goodness.
Ryan, you rip?
Ryan, right. Yes, Ryan, rip. So they're in Missouri, and they're big supporters of the University of Missouri. So the University of Missouri is the colors of gold. So
oh my God.
We have to get so match their office. That's our team from last year. So here's one more. So here's one more.
What's that? Birthday cake.
So everyone knows more, everyone here knows how much I value a summer weekend. Probably no one values it as greatly as I do. And we appreciate so much that everybody has taken a whole weekend of the summer, because there's only 8, and everyone has taken a whole weekend to be here with us. And even though Falmouth is great and everybody's having a great time, you still put it on your calendar in March and made a commitment to being here. Oh! It's the office.
It's not a big loft.
Get your best side, Ryan. That's all right. We're gonna get his best side. How many people?
So 2 other silver linings. I have 2 more to talk about. So my 2 other silver linings. So probably one of the most moving moment for us this year was when our neighbor, and most of you know Joseph Trematosi, who's a big soccer family in North Reading, came over to ask if he could write his common app about Ryan. And so, you know how I feel about this, Ryan. So when it was finished, he sent it over to us. And Dan's going to read a few excerpts because I can't.
So he wrote this essay to get into college, and he chose to write it about Ryan in his interaction with our beautiful son here. So I'll read just an excerpt of it. Whether it was playing for my high school team, watching an international match in the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, or refereeing a championship final, a rectangular stretch of green grass outlined in white paint has been a common denominator in my life. A living classroom where I've learned not only about soccer, but myself. So much of what I am today can be traced to the sport and the experiences I derive within the white lines that define the play. Indeed, much of my maturation as a young adult is owed simply to my work as a referee. However, it was my neighbor's simple suburban backyard field where I grasped perhaps the most valuable lesson of all. Where one young soccer player taught me how to look beyond the pitch. Good idea. Alright, so fast forward a little bit. When I look back, I realize what I started as a simple mentoring experience turned into something much greater than I expected. As much as I learned from the game of soccer, whether as a player, fan, or referee, Ryan taught me about perspective. Now when confronted by setbacks, including as a referee on a soccer field, I am reminded to look ahead while appreciating what I've already accomplished to get me to that point. While I strive for perfection, I recognize that I do not always have to be perfect in every aspect of things I do in order to progress towards the broader goals I have set for myself. Ryan's influence has enabled me to look at difficult challenges in everyday life and on the soccer field in a more positive and constructive way.
So, Joseph's going to Tufts.
Yeah, he's going.
Okay, so one more silver lining. One more silver lining that's completely bolded with glitter and sparkles and diamonds and all that good stuff. Because right, take a breath. So many friends have come into our lives because of Rye and because of Sir Trevor. Far and away, we all know, one of our most special friendships is with the girl here. What other friend would step right I decide to not run 7 hot sweat. With that